definitely was not happy about what.
So they go for it on fourth down and get the touchdown. Gerald Williams and Andy Reid is mad no more.
Let's see your motions, let go, and then get the ball to the flat quickly, somewhere across it. Lobs it up in the air.
32 for 167. 35, and that pass is intercepted. Micah Hyde's going to take it to the end zone. Off the hands of Tyreek Hill and into the hands of Micah.
Looking to the end zone for the win. He caught it. Ball game. Chiefs to the championship game. Here comes Allen. Looking long. Throws to the end zone. And the ball is caught. Of all people, it's Dawson Knox. Oh, what a time for Dawson Knox.
Right now, so you're going to have Mahomes can buy time if he wants.
Mahomes steps all the way back to the 33. Down the middle of the field, he throws it, no one's there, and there's no flag on the field. On the line, he will. 44 yards, pass. No, he doesn't make it. Wide right. Wow. The two most dreaded words in football.
It's time to write the next chapter. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. Mahomes vs. Allen, number 10, on the Reviewing Network Live Sunday Night NFL Rewatch. No further words need to be spoken. The following is a presentation of the Reviewing Network Sports. Niagara Falls, Frankie Angel. You are looking right now at one of the 8 wonders of the world, Niagara Falls, just outside of Buffalo, New York. And not too far away from Niagara Falls, of course, is the home of the Buffalo Bills, Highmark Stadium, and one of the final games, home games here, at least until we assume they're going to be in the postseason, which will extend into January. And who knows, maybe these two teams will meet again there, or they could meet in Arrowhead, depending on possibly what happens today, as we have a matchup between two AFC powerhouses. It's a matchup we've come to be used to after all these years. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills meeting for the 10th time in the Mahomes-Allen era, and it's going to be one of those matchups where you know everything is on the table for both teams here, and everything is on the line. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Reviewing Network Live Sunday Night NFL Rewatch on a Sunday afternoon, because with a matchup this big, and considering that the Sunday night game tonight is the Seahawks versus the Commanders, which do you think would be more fun, this one or that one? Yeah, this one right here. So, and yeah, you could definitely tell it's the afternoon because the light isn't on, at least not yet. It will be when we're done with the game here. But we have our 10th matchup between Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. I don't think anybody could have ever imagined that the first time these two teams would meet on the Thursday night football game in 2020, which got played on Monday night because of COVID, that would become must-see TV on Sunday, essentially becoming this generation's Brady versus Manning. I mean, it's a battle that, you know, these are two of the best quarterbacks in the game right now. They're in the AFC. Of course, it's prime time for CBS in general to get these games in general. They usually will get them in prime time in the AFC Championship game or during the AFC playoffs, but Regardless, this is a big matchup for both teams here. The Chiefs, after a slow start to the season, they're back to form, and the Buffalo Bills, after a 2-game losing streak after they went 4-0 to start the season, they are now... They were 4-0, right? They were 4-0. They were 4-0, and then New England came in, and then Atlanta came in, and judging by what I'm seeing right now from them against New England right now, yeah, Atlanta didn't do jack shit since they beat Buffalo, honestly. I mean, they really have not done much since then, but I digress. But, these are two matchups. These are two critical matchups for both teams here. This is usually who will eventually get to decide who will host the AFC Championship game. I mean, it's been like that for the last couple of years now, but with Kansas City mostly in the running there. It's interesting when you really think about it, because, Kansas City, they've always hosted the Bills in the AFC playoffs the last couple of years, and yet when it comes to the regular season, it's been Buffalo that's been usually getting the upper hand, especially the last couple of seasons. I mean, even when the Bills and the Chiefs came to Buffalo in that AFC game, that was a close matchup between two teams that could have easily gone down to the wire and gone to many overtimes, but of course, Tyler Bass misses the field goal wide right, as we saw in the little montage there, and the Chiefs go on to the Super Bowl that year. They beat Baltimore first in Baltimore, and then they go on to win the Super Bowl, but I digress. Regardless, this should be an exciting matchup all across the board here. Whenever these two get together, it's literally must-see TV, and we've got our inactives here, as we're about an hour away from kickoff as of the time of recording this. Inactives for Kansas City today: no Christian Fulton, no Isaiah Pacheco, no Jalen Royals, no Jared Wiley, no Elijah Mitchell, no CJ Hansen, no Josh Simmons. So expect a lot of runs for Patrick Mahomes today because, let's be honest, he's pretty much their leading rusher at this point. But yeah, some critical pieces missing in this critical game here, but the Buffalo Bills are missing some critical players as well. For the Bills, they are going to be without Joshua Palmer, no Terrence Johnson, no Brandon Codrington, no Shaq Thompson, no Chase Lunt, no Daquan Jones, no Landon Jackson. So some critical players missing for both teams here. And I had the Buffalo Bills winning this one. I think it'll be definitely a shootout because both of these teams, are really good at making it a close game here. So this could be one of those games that goes on for a long period of time, and will more than likely mean that, I'm probably going to have to split this up into two parts, because I would not be shocked at all if this game goes on for a little bit longer, considering how well these two have played against each other over the last couple of years. So who knows, might be a shutout here. We never know, but we're going to find out here in about an hour or so, which for me it'll be an hour, but for you folks it'll be in just a few seconds. So let's go ahead, let's get ready to rumble. Chiefs versus Bills, Mahomes versus Allen, Part 10. Well, as I'm coming on the air, I should let you know that the Steelers somehow found a way to win against Indianapolis. I mean, hard to believe. I mean, I did not think they had it in them, but lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. But not only that, we've got a barn burner in Cincinnati right now between the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals, as we're about a minute away from kickoff here of this game right here between the Bills and the Chiefs. 54 degrees at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. And the matchup predictor on ESPN says that the Chiefs are a 57.9% possibility to win according to ESPN Analytics, 41.8% for the Buffalo Bills. But as I said before, this is a big, big game right here as we're looking at Josh Allen on the screen right now. 24 touchdowns, 4 interceptions against Kansas City in his career. Try to get the camera straightened out here. That's what that clicking noise is. Of course, Kansas City on a hot streak right now. The last 3 games, Mahomes had 9 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Been a crazy, crazy start to the day here in the NFL. How about the Packers losing to the Panthers of all teams? It was this ugly, ugly game in Green Bay, and it was Carolina that got the win there, 16-13 on the field goal by Ryan Fitzgerald. And Denver has just kicked the game-winning field goal against Houston. It was another ugly game there. 18-15 was the score there. 58 seconds to go in the Chicago-Cincinnati game. Cincinnati recovered an onside kick. I can't believe the luck this team has had. They got 2nd and goal on the 9 up there, waiting for the game here to start. And it looks like the game is about to be updated here on ESPN's page, as we get to see Andy Reid and Sean McDermott on the screen. Looks like Buffalo is going to get the ball first, as Butker is about to kick this one away. Kansas City won the toss and deferred. Mahomes versus Allen, part 10 begins. Chapter 10. This will be a run back. This is number 22. Ray Davis to about the 33-yard line. Looks like we do have a flag down, though, so hold on. And Cincinnati has scored a touchdown. I cannot believe it. They scored a touchdown. It's now 41-41. It's going to be a holding penalty, as we'll hear from Carl Treffers, our referee for today. So it's going to be Buffalo back at their own 16-yard line, as we've got Josh Allen on the screen right now. 4-1 versus the Chiefs in the regular season. Only QB to defeat Mahomes 4 times. That's the credible thing. Like, they can never beat him in the championship, but it's always in the regular season where Josh Allen's had the upper hand. Franchise record, 126 straight starts. First and 10 from the 16. Fake it to the running back, and he got it to Khalil Shakir, and Shakir will get it to about the 19-yard line. They're going to say it's a 4-yard pass, so it'll be the 20-yard line. As we see Steve Sarkisian, the offensive coordinator for Steve Spagnuolo, Steve Sarkisian's the Ole Miss quarterback, or Ole Miss head coach, But this is Steve Spagnuolo, the defensive coordinator for the Chiefs. 2nd and 6 coming up. Have to get to the 26 for the first down. Allen to throw. Fires it. Incomplete. Intended for Coleman, but we got a flag. It looks like it's going to be pass interference on the defense. So a new set of downs for Buffalo. That's on Jalen Watson. So the incompletion by Keon Coleman, but pass interference will make it a new set of downs for Buffalo at their 25-yard line. And they're showing the touchdown right now from Cincinnati on CBS. I can't believe that. I was watching the onside kick getting ready for this, and just like, there's no way they could recover that, but yes, they did. The luck the Bengals have right now, Jesus Christ. From the 25, flip back to James Cook. And Cook will get about 4 yards on that carry there to the 29-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up for Buffalo. Under 14 minutes to go in the first quarter here. Midday action here, a rarity on this particular show. So 2nd and 6 coming up. Numbers from James Cook last week, over 200 rushing yards. He's in the backfield right now. Khalil Shakir on the move. Allen looks like he's going to throw it to him. Gets past the 30 and past the 35. That's a first down. Pickup of about 8 or 9. Looks like they're going to give him maybe 8 on that one. New set of downs for Buffalo at the 37-yard line. Keeping an eye on that Cincinnati-Chicago game. Cincinnati with the lead now, 42-41. First and 10 from the 37, as Shakir had 6 receptions for 88 yards last week and a touchdown. Give it to Cook. Cook will find a little bit of a lane and gets about maybe 6 or 7. 7 it looks like. 7 yards on that one, so it'll be 2nd and 3 coming up from the 44. And they're showing the Denver field goal kick for the win. 18-15. Denver is 7-2. That's impressive right now for Denver. 2nd and 3. Give it to Cook again. Cook looks like he'll have a lane for a first down. Past the 50, past the 45, 40, and into Kansas City territory. A 17-yard run, and it'll take him down to the 39 of Kansas City for a first down. Chicago's still on the move. 34 seconds to go at the 42. They're on 42, but they are on the move. Obviously, I had to take a phone call there, but 2nd and 8. I'll pick up of only 2 on that last play there. Go ahead and put that phone up there. 11 minutes to go here. 3 rushes, 3 passes, 47 yards, 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. 2nd and 8. Give it to Cook. Cook gets a couple more. Looks like he'll give him about 3 or 4 on that one. Looks like about 3. So it'll be 3rd down and 5 from the 34 of Kansas City. This season rush of 50.5% of pass plays, highest in the NFL. The NFL average 42.8 according to CBS. As we look at Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator for the Bills. So 3rd down and 5 coming up. Chicago just took the lead. I'll talk about that in just a second. 3rd and 4. Allen flips it back. That is to Ty Johnson, who's going to get the first down at the 25-yard line. But yes, Chicago has taken the lead 47-42 with 17 seconds to go. Back and forth in Cincinnati. Chicago trying to get this win. It'd be a big win for them, too. Looking at some other scores up at the top here. Rams 7-0. Jacksonville has the ball in Vegas territory. Back to this game here. 4 for 4 so far for Josh Allen, 23 yards. From the 25 of Kansas City. Play clock to 3. Gotta hurry. Flip it to Cook. And Cook's gonna get taken back. Loss of 4 yards. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, who takes him backwards. So it'll be a 2nd and 14, from the 29-yard line. But yes, Chicago has taken the lead. I guess Caleb Williams threw a 42-yard touchdown, threw a huge touchdown down the field because they were at the 42-yard line when that happened. That's a big play right there. So 2nd and 13 coming up. On ESPN it says 2nd and 14, but it's 2nd and 13 on CBS, so I don't know who to pick. I'll just go with what I'm seeing on TV. 2nd and 13, 8:48 to go, halfway through the first quarter. Allen to throw. Allen fires, that's complete. That's to Curtis Samuel, and picks up about 6 yards on that one, so it'll be 3rd and 8, and, let's see what Caleb Williams did. All the way back at the 32. Oh, he stayed on his feet. Colston Loveland, 58 yards for the touchdown. Extra point was no good. Wow. That's a big, big play down the field for Caleb Williams. Let's hope they can hold that lead together. 17 seconds doesn't seem like a lot of time, but I'm looking at a team that lost the chance to go to the Super Bowl with 13 seconds. Allen down the field. Wide open touchdown. Dalton Kincaid. 23 yards. A huge, huge opening for Kincaid. And the Buffalo Bills take the first lead of this game. Got over Drew Tranquil. What the hell's wrong with me? Well, let's look at this. Yeah, he got away from him, and look at how wide open he is. My God. Wow. That is unusual for Kansas City to do that. Is this Prater still? Yep, and the kick is good. 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. A 7-minute drive that leads into a touchdown from a 23-yard touchdown pass from Allen to Kincaid. We're just getting started here, folks. This should be a good one. Come back with more after this. I guess they're not going to commercial break over at CBS. I thought we had a little bit of time, but no, they're just going right to the next Chiefs drive here. I'm sorry. Chicago, Cincinnati has gone final. Chicago, what a game that was between the Bengals and the Bears. But it's the Chicago Bears, 47-42 the final score. We'll touch more on that in the halftime report coming up. But right now, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are heading back out on the field. Like I said, they're not going to a commercial break. I'm actually kind of surprised after the Buffalo drive. 33 Kansas City, is that where we're starting? Is that where Mahomes is starting at? Let me rephrase that again. Kansas City on the field, starting at their own 33-yard line. They give it to Kareem Hunt for a pickup of about 3 yards on that one. So it'll be at the 36-yard line for the Kansas City Chiefs. Raiders have the ball. Doesn't look like Jacksonville got any points on that drive, even though they were at the 6 of the Raiders. What happened? Probably an interception, maybe. Some critical defensive injuries. No DeMar Hamlin, no Taylor Rapp, no Ed Oliver. We mentioned no Daquan Jones, no Taron Johnson. So there's a lot of pieces missing on Buffalo's defensive front. 2nd and 7 for the Chiefs. Mahomes to throw. Fires it. Batted away, incomplete. Marquise Brown, the intended target. Hollywood Brown, the intended target. They're going back to CBS. So what's happening now? Final score of the Bengals-Bears game. Not even close. And picked off by the Chicago Bears. Again, crazy game in Cincinnati. Wow. So 3rd down and 7 for the Chiefs. Hunt in the backfield. Play clock to 4, down to 3, down to 2, got it off. Mahomes firing, incomplete. Intended for Rashee Rice, and it's a 3 and out to start for the Kansas City Chiefs. And they'll punt on the way back to Buffalo. So they only took about a minute and 52 seconds for the Chiefs on their first drive. But then again, this is the Chiefs. They'll start slow early on, but it's the second half where we got to start worrying about them. Matt Ariza, the former Buffalo Bill punter, to punt this away. It's complete. And Shakir down at the 30-yard line.
Has to come right back onto the field.
We going to break yet or no? They're not going to break.
Dawson Knox trotting onto the field.
This is unbelievable. Usually in these football games, we go into commercial break after a punt. But no, we're going. This is weird. Like, I don't know what this is. Maybe it's because this is such a big game that they're saying, screw the commercial breaks, we're sticking with this. Like the dude from Naked Gun 33 in the third. Screw the commercials, we're sticking with this. Or maybe it's because of people watching the Bengals and Bears game. Allen gives it to Cook, and Cook with a nice run down the field, gets close to the first down, pick up about 8 yards to the 38-yard line. Brian Cook tackled him. 2nd and 2 coming up. And they're just recapping what we've seen so far. The Dalton Kincaid touchdown. And then the quick... Now they're not going to show the quick 3 and out for the Chiefs.
That first run right there is kind of how the first drive went. Buffalo.
2nd and 2. 6 of 6, 52 yards, 1 touchdown on the opening drive for Josh Allen on that first drive. 2nd and 2. Give it back to Cook. Cook breaks through for a first down. Pickup of about 7 more. And again, Brian Cook. So it'll be at the 45-yard line for Buffalo to start this off. I think they only have 2 other games in the late window here. Because looking at New Orleans and Los Angeles, and then Jacksonville and Las Vegas, and then this one here is the 3rd one. So I think we only have 3 games in total for the second half of the day. Alrighty, so 5:46 to go, clock running at the 45-yard line of Buffalo.
Already 6 first downs for the Bills. And a new set of downs.
Allen to throw. Allen flips it way past Jackson Hawes. He's had a couple of touchdowns. We covered one of them on the first episode we did of this show, when the Ravens lost to the Bills. So 2nd down and 10. That's Allen's first incompletion of the day so far. 6 of 7 for 52 plus the touchdown. 2nd down and 10. Clock at 5:34. Showing Reggie Gillum, the 6th season for him out of Toledo. So 2nd and 10. Allen to throw again. Flips it over. That's to Ty Johnson for about a couple there. Looks like about 3. Tackled by Michael Dana. So 3rd down and 7 coming up.
Dana there, right into a situation where he was waiting.
Excuse me. Clock still running, getting to about 5 minutes to go in this first. Third down and 7. Have to get to the 45 of Kansas City for the first down. Play clock to 5. 4. Allen to throw. Allen flips it. That's caught. Dalton Kincaid caught it, but he's not going to get the first down. It's 4th and 2, and it looks like Buffalo's going for it. They picked up 5 yards on that one. Have to get to the 45 for the first down, as I said. Big play here. Big early play to start. 25-4 home record for the Bills since 2022. Best in the NFL. Allen to throw. 4th and 2. Allen's got to hurry. Flips it. Nearly intercepted. Incomplete. Intended for Shakir, and it was Byron Cook. And a turnover on downs for the Buffalo Bills. And so Kansas City's going to get it right at midfield, and that's something that you don't want to do with Patrick Mahomes coming onto the field. But we'll see what happens when we come back. We're back here on the Reviewing Network Live Sunday Night NFL Rewatch as we're getting a nice look at Highmark Stadium in what will probably be the final Chiefs-Bills game here, depending on if they make it, if they come back here in January for a playoff game. But as you can see behind it, there is the new stadium being built. Fun times in this game right here. And yeah, the hierarchy of the NFC North changed radically today with the Lions losing and the Packers losing, and now the Bears and the Vikings are right there. I said at the beginning of the season, the NFC North is going to be one of the toughest divisions this season. The AFC West is another one, and speaking of the AFC West, here is one of the AFC West's best team of the last couple of years, Mahomes, going for a deep throw down the field, and the catch is made by Rashid Rice. And Rice gets it all the way into Buffalo territory at the 33-yard line. A pickup of 19 yards on that one. And that's a first down. And that's exactly what you do not want to do if you want to play the Chiefs. Because, yeah, Patrick Mahomes is like a literal rocket. Like, he'll find somebody immediately. So first and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mahomes flips it over. This is to Xavier Worthy, who's still on his feet, and Xavier Worthy's going to get close to the first down to the 26-yard line. 2nd and 3 coming up. As we have here 3:40 to go in the first. Scores have not changed from the two games that are also happening right now, as I'm looking at the top of the screen here. So 2nd down and 3 coming up. Let's turn that down a little bit. To 3 minutes to go here in the first. 2nd and 3. Worthy in the backfield. They'll give it to Rashid Rice. And Rice is going to get close to a first down. It looks like they're going to mark him just a little bit short. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. And more than likely they'll go for it on 4th down if they don't get it. 2:34 to go in the first. Bills fans getting hyped up. Mahomes empty backfield. Oh, they gave him the first down, it looks like. Mahomes. He's going to get taken down. Joey Bosa, but there is a flag down, so hold on. And it's going to be against Buffalo. And Joey Bosa knows it. Holding on the defense, so it's going to send him to the 18-yard line. Cole Bishop called on the penalty there. Looks like the Rams just scored another touchdown as I'm looking at the screen here. 13-0 right now. First and 10 from the 18. Under 2 minutes to go in the first. Two running backs in the back. They give it to Brashard Smith. And Smith's going to get about 3 or 4, it looks like. They're going to give him 4. Second down and 6 from the 14. With about 1:30 to go in the first quarter. Fast-moving first quarter, too. Second and 6. Looking at the running back rush attempts, Kareem Hunt, Brashard Smith, 62-25. Nothing for Elijah Mitchell or Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who came back to this team this season. Second and 6. They'll give it to, I think this is Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get close to another first down. It's a 3rd and 1, so again, more than likely they're going to go for it if they don't get it. 46 seconds. Get at least one more playoff before the end of the first. Kareem Hunt again in the backfield. 3rd down and 1. Under 30 to go. They'll give it to Hunt. He's got the first down. He's going to get close to the touchdown. He's going to be taken down at the 3-yard line, and they might just try to just take this to the second quarter, And that's exactly what they're going to do. So there we go. End of the first quarter. Buffalo has the lead, but Chiefs are 3 yards away from tying this puppy up. So we'll take a break. We'll come back for the second quarter. And pretty fast-moving first quarter here. 7-0 Buffalo. Back with more after this. Coming back with you here on the Reviewing Network Live Sunday NFL Rewatch as we're getting ready for the start of the second quarter. I will tell you that the Rams did not get an extra point or they missed a 2-point conversion. I don't know, but the score remains 13-0 against New Orleans. Still no score against Jacksonville and Las Vegas, even though Jacksonville does have the ball right now. It is now 1st and goal at the 3-yard line as we're starting the second quarter here. Mahomes. He's going to take it himself. That's a touchdown, and that's Rashee Rice. I'm sorry, that's a direct snap to Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. And the Chiefs with the equalizer. They did this again. Yeah, they did this again last week against Washington. I don't know for certain because I wasn't watching that game. But, yeah, they did this again. I'll take Tony's word for it. They did this against Washington last week. Butker for the extra point. And the score-palooza is on. We're even at 7 right now. With 4 seconds off the clock in the second quarter. And now we're going to commercial break. We're not even 4 seconds out of the second quarter, and we're going to commercial break. We'll be back with more after this. Bills didn't do a whole lot on that last drive. It was a quick 3 and out. So the Chiefs are back coming up on offense here. As we're getting a look downtown at Orchard Park, New York. It would always be nice to go out to around Buffalo. I mean, my dad's been trying to get us out to Lake Placid for a long period of time because, you know, that was when they had the 80 Olympics at. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll make the trip down there. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs from the 36-yard line. Mahomes in trouble, and down he goes. Christian Bedford with a big sack. A loss of 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 16, back at their own 30. Sacked back at the 30-yard line. So now 2nd and 16 for the Chiefs. If you look at the time of possession, Buffalo has almost 12 minutes of time. Chiefs have 5 minutes and 22 seconds. 2nd and 16, Mahomes lobs a deep one, wide open, Rashee Rice. So that sack was for Moot. 24 yards down the field and already in the Buffalo territory at the 46-yard line. First down, Kansas City, with Rashid Rice's second carry of this game. Excuse me. First and 10 with about 11:30 to go. Kareem Hunt in the backfield. They'll hand it to him. He's got a wide open lane past the 40, past the 35, and all the way down to the 33-yard line. Another big play for Kansas City. 13 yards on the run by Kareem Hunt. First down, Kansas City Chiefs.
Great job of kicking out and sealing the inside. And as soon as you expect this explosive team, they can run right at
11 minutes to go here in the second.
They brought up from the practice squad a name for the pass, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire coming in now. I think this is him with the ball. And nothing there. Joey Bosa with the stop right there. A loss of 2 yards on the play. Second down and 12 coming up for Kansas City.
An acquisition. Watch the inside move by Bosa right here. Right at the point of attack, swim move.
Bosa gets away from Jawan Taylor, and nothing there for Edwards-Helaire.
Huge difference maker. 4 first fumbles already.
Second down and 12. Back at the 35-yard line. Have to get to the 23 for the first down. Mahomes fires it wide deep. Incomplete. Intended for Noah Gray, the backup tight end. 3rd and 12 coming up. A stop would be big for this Buffalo defense.
And he had to get rid of the ball. You could feel Bosa coming down on him. Watch Bosa at the bottom of your screen right here.
And again, it's Joey Bosa that's prevented that. I mean, Joey Bosa knows Patrick Mahomes all too well. He, of course, was with the Chargers for so many years. 3rd and 12, big play here for the Chiefs, for the Bills defense. They gotta stop them. Mahomes to throw. Fires it. That's complete to Xavier Worthy. It's not going to be enough for the first down, though. Gain of about 7 yards, so it's going to be 4th and 5, and would the Chiefs go for it? And it looks like they're going to bring the field goal unit out.
Just to get into better field goal positioning. It would have been a very long one. They got no yards. Good job by
So Harrison Butker will kick this one from about
maybe a
46-yard attempt, according to Jim Nantz.
12 out of 15 on the season.
Nope, they got a timeout. Looks like Buffalo's going to take the timeout.
Butker was ready to go. He was off balance. Timeout called. Buffalo, we're back in 30 seconds.
They're going to take a little break. We will too. Took a little break from the 30-second break they had. So Butker will now kick this one from 46 to make it a 10-7 game for the Chiefs. Rises punt, the kick up in the air, and it is good. So Kansas City gets points on that drive, 10-7, 9:27 to go in the second quarter. And we take a break. We'll be back in just a moment. As we welcome you back, a reminder coming up at the half, we have the Reviewing Network Live Sunday Night NFL Rewatch Halftime Report. We'll take a look at some scores for across the league, and of course we'll take a look at the weekend box office, where I don't even know exactly what movie's opening up in number one. It was the number one film this weekend, so that's for that. We're all going to be surprised when we see it. Buffalo takes this one out, and it's going to be out to the 30-yard line, and looks like we had a little bit of a shuffle there, but I think we're good. I will tell you, though, that the Rams have extended their lead to 20-3 over the Saints, which really isn't a surprise because the Saints just really aren't that damn good. But Ray Davis on that Buffalo kick return got it up to the 30, so a 26-yard return for him. So what can Buffalo do? They have not done much the last drive overall. From the 30-yard line. 9:21 to go. Allen keeps it. Gonna throw. He might actually run. He'll flip it. And that's complete. And that's Jackson Hawes with a nice grab right there. Pickup of 18 yards. Looked like he was going to throw it first and run it, and then he just flips it over to Jackson Hawes, and he gets his first catch of the night. One catch for 18 yards. That's a first down for Buffalo. Perfect timing on Hawes. That takes Allen up to 10 of 12 for 84 yards plus the touchdown. 8:46 to go. Fake it again. Allen to throw. Fires it. That's complete. That's to number 14. That is Terrell Shavers with his first catch of the night. A pickup of about 7 yards on that one. Second and 3 into Kansas City territory at the 45-yard line. Now take Allen up to 91 yards on the day so far. So second down and 3 coming up. If you look at the last 10 passing attempts by Josh Allen, his third one was a touchdown. 2 misses so far. 11 completions to 7 different receivers. This time it'll be a run for Cook. He's got a first down and more. James Cook past the 40, still on his feet, and down he goes inside the 40, but a marker is down, and this might be coming back. Holding on the offense. That's on Dawson Knox. So they'll take him back out into their own territory at the 45, and Knox can't believe it. It's just like, where? Where's the holding at? They throw another flag? It looked like when he was holding his hand up there, it looked like they threw another flag. I think maybe that's what I don't know. I don't know if that was a hold or not. I tend to agree with him. That did not look like a hold. Second and 13 now. Allen fires it. Wide open completion. That's Kincaid. All the way down to the 20, 15, 10. And near the 6-yard line. A huge play for the Buffalo Bills. 47-yard pass from Allen to Dalton Kincaid for a first and goal inside the 10. And again, a wide open play for Dalton Kincaid. First and goal now. They'll give it to Ray Davis. And Davis down to the 3, maybe the 2. So pickup of about 6 yards. It looks like Trent McDuffie was the one that took him down. But Bills are in scoring position right now with 6:50 to go. And they're going quickly. No huddle. Davis still in the backfield. Give it to Davis again. And Davis will take it in for the touchdown. Excuse me, that's Ty Johnson. I'm getting these names all mixed up here. But Ty Johnson with the touchdown. And the Buffalo Bills retake the lead. 13-10, pending the extra point coming up. It could be 14-10. Yeah, that big pass play was the difference maker.
And this offense going no huddle. Just a simple inside zone to the left. But the no huddle was the secret here. It kept Kansas City.
6:39 to go in the second. And we'll see if the extra point is good from Matt Prater. 2 rushes, 3 passes, 70 yards, 2 minutes and 48 seconds. And not much wrong with that one. 14-10. Buffalo retakes the lead. 6:39 to go. We take a break. We'll come back. Welcome back, everybody, to the Reviewing Network Live Sunday Night NFL Rewatch, as we're getting a nice look at the new stadium in full. Looks like it's nearing completion right now. I know some seats had already been put in, but it looks like that field's not. I didn't even think the field was ready to go. It looks like all the seats are in there too. Wow, I didn't think they were already laying down the field and all that, but the field's ready, the seats are ready to go. They're just waiting for next year to happen. That's where the Bills will play their home football games from this point going forward. And it looks like the Raiders have gotten a touchdown in the final seconds of the second quarter over the Jaguars. 6-0. Looks like right there as we're watching the Chiefs right now getting the ball back. This is Tyquan Thornton. Past the 20, past the 25, 30, 35, 40, and a good starting position for Kansas City on this next drive. I want to see what's going on in this Jacksonville game because, I mean, Las Vegas looked terrible last time we saw them against Kansas City. Now Geno Smith. Geno Smith was the one who cut through the touchdown. So he's actually having a good game today. Who knew? That's going to leave a lot of questions if Jacksonville doesn't find a way to come back and win that game. 1st and 10 at the 40 for Buffalo. This is Kareem Hunt, and a good start for him on that run there. 7 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 3 coming up now from the 47. It looks like they're going to go to that Raiders touchdown. Brock Bowers. Is it really his first touchdown of the season? Extra point was no good. Figures for Las Vegas. But wow, Brock Bowers, that's amazing. That was his first touchdown of the season. I'm shocked. 2nd and 3. Mahomes, a flip to Rashid Rice. He's going to get the first down and more. Pickup of about 7. Ran out of bounds at the 46. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 46, I think. Again, ESPN and CBS have very different numbers because they just said on TV it was an 8-yard pass. And on ESPN it's saying 7-yard pass. So I don't know who to believe. Ball to 46. At Buffalo. At least they're right there. 1st and 10, 5:15 to go in the second. Mahomes to throw. Scrambling. Mahomes fires it. Out of bounds. Greg Rousseau was right there waiting for him. So 2nd and 10 from the 46. Rashid Rice had a chance to get open. And Juju Smith-Schuster, too, if he ran a little bit quicker. 2nd and 10. Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the backfield. They'll give it to him. Helaire, a good run up there. 7 yards on that one. It'll take him to the 39-yard line. And again, it's a position whether or not will Kansas City go for it on 4th down if they don't get this. Josh Allen biding his time with under 5 minutes to go here. Kansas City will get the ball to start the second half, so Buffalo would be wise to get some points before the half is over, but it's all about getting the ball back at this point, which the Chiefs are going to have to. Bill's defense is going to have to make sure Patrick Mahomes doesn't do. I don't know what's wrong with me today. 3rd down and 3 from the 39. Mahomes, a flip, and flag is down, and it might be pass interference on. No, false start on the Chiefs. Are they going to decline this? Because if they decline it, it's 4th down. Illegal formation. False start, illegal formation, it's the same thing. And they are declining the penalty, so essentially I think they're going to give the Chiefs an extra a chance to go for it on this, because it's a tough decision here. And they are indeed going to go for it. Yeah, because 5-yard penalty would have been a 4th and 8. A 3rd and 8, excuse me, but they're going to go. And it looks like McDermott might be running down to call timeout, and yes, he is. So a timeout is going to be taken with 4:15 to go. That's Buffalo's 2nd timeout, and that could prove costly if they need to get the ball back again. When they get the ball back again. So 4th and 3, and it looks like we'll take a little break here, or are we going to stick with this? I think we might be sticking with this for right now, so I will tell you that Jacksonville did get points at the end of the first half. It's now 6-3. They were able to kick a field goal, so we'll touch more on that when we get to the halftime report here. But 4th and 3. And you never know with the Chiefs. They could go with the hard count. They could be faking out the hard count. Don't call another timeout, Buffalo. I see a coach running down there to the ref. Mahomes to throw. A flip incomplete. Rashid Rice, intended receiver, but no, it is deflected by Cole Bishop. And the Bills get a turnover on downs after the Chiefs got one earlier in the game. So the Bills will get it with 4:12 to go in the second quarter. We'll be back with more after this. Those Arby's steak nuggets look pretty fucking good, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, but yeah, those look pretty delicious, and I really want to get out to an Arby's and try one of them. But anyway, we are back. 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go as the Bills get the ball back. As we look at the comparisons, Mahomes 4 of 10 for 57 yards. Josh Allen 12 of 14, 138 yards plus the touchdown. Starting this drive off, we have a run for James Cook, who's got a big lane past the 50, past the 45, and down all the way into Kansas City territory at the 44. Pick up of 16 yards as Jamari Connor takes him down from getting further than that. But a huge start to the drive for the Buffalo Bills. Keeping an eye on the Rams and Saints game at the top there. 3rd and 2 at the 50. 36 seconds to go in the second. See if they'll get an extra field goal here. 1st and 10 coming up. James Cook up to 62 rushing yards for the day so far. They'll give it to him again. And this time he'll get about 3 on that one. Tackled by Chris Jones and Gillette. The best a man can get. So 2nd and 7 from the 41 with about 3:15 to go. Saints just got a big play to the 23-yard line, so they'll probably get a field goal before the half ends for them. With about 19 seconds to go. 3 minutes to go in this one, in the first half. 67 rushing yards, 136 passing yards. Shakir on the move again. 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Shakir. He's going to get close to the first down, but not quite, to the 36-yard line. 3rd down and 2 coming up. With Leo Chanel and Nick Williams and Trent McDuffie on them, looks like. So one more play, it looks like, here before the 2-minute warning. Can they get a first down here, or will they settle for the field goal when we come out of the 2-minute warning? And maybe they might just go to the 2-minute warning, it looks like. And it looks like they will. It looks like they will be able to get there. So we're at the 2-minute warning in the first half. Buffalo has the 14-10 lead. They are in scoring position potentially for a field goal, but against the Chiefs, you want to get more than that. So they'll take the 2-minute warning timeout. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more after this. You're watching the Reviewing Network Live Sunday Night NFL Rewatch. Once again, a reminder, coming up here on the Reviewing Network Live Sunday Night NFL Rewatch, we've got the halftime report. We'll get you caught up on the highlights from the first part of the day's games and also the weekend box office, as I've yet to look at the numbers, but I keep seeing a lot of different numbers over the course of the last couple of days on specific movies on which ones took the #1 spot, but we will see together in just a little bit here. Nico Remigio for the Chiefs will take it out to the 33-yard line, and that's where the Chiefs will start their drive here. As a reminder, they will get the ball to start the second half, so a chance to double up here. They're going to show, the Jacksonville field goal. This is a nice field goal, too. Started all the way back at the 40. And now Justin Tucker has literally nothing of value to him whatsoever, because someone else just took it from him. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at the 33, though. Mahomes. A flip, that's complete to Kareem Hunt, and he will get it to about the 38-yard line, maybe 39. And they are on the move. Travis Kelce has yet to be named so far here, but we'll see if that changes here. 2nd and 4 as the Chiefs are in no huddle. They're moving quickly. Mahomes to throw. Fires it, and there is Kelsey wide open, too. And that puts him in field goal range. Like, they're literally wide open. And Mahomes on the move again. Mahomes again. Long ball, going deep down the field. He's got a man down there. It's caught! Hollywood Brown! They don't give him the touchdown. They're going to mark him at the 1. If I'm Buffalo, I'd take my timeout right now. Buffalo should be calling their timeout right now. I can't believe that that's not a touchdown. Buffalo just let like 20 seconds off the clock there. Like, that's unbelievable. How was that not a touchdown? Let's see. Nah, that's a good call. I mean, he was close. But that basically means that they're going to get it on this next one here. But yeah, Buffalo, call your timeout, man. Like, you should have called that at like 35 seconds. As soon as they made that catch, it's just like, what are you doing? That's going to be a questionable call. If the Chiefs end up winning this game, that's a call they'll probably look back on and probably think to themselves, maybe they should have called a timeout on that one. 20 seconds left, though. One timeout for Kansas City. So can Buffalo keep him out of the end zone? Kareem Hunt. They stop him that time. And now Mahomes will call the timeout. With 14 seconds to go. Seeing a lot of different numbers here. ESPN has it clocked at 15 seconds, and on CBS it's at 13 seconds. So, which one is it? Well, you should have called that timeout when they had 35 seconds left. Like, seriously, they had 35 seconds from the moment that Marquise Brown caught that pass. Just like, that's when you call your timeout. You don't wait 20 seconds. You don't wait till the 20-second mark to do that. So no timeouts for anybody. Second and goal, 15 seconds. Hunt still in the backfield. Like, clock to 10. Mahomes. And look for somebody, anybody scrambling back of the end zone. Incomplete. 9 seconds to go. It'll be third and goal. And probably one more pass play before they would bring out Butker for a potential field goal. But no, again, knowing Kansas City, they might go for it if they don't get it. Third and goal, 9 seconds to go. The crowd getting loud at Highmark Stadium. Hunt still in the backfield. Mahomes to throw. Fires and incomplete. Is there any flags? No, there is not. So now it's going to be fourth and goal, and what does Kansas City do here? Are they going to go, or are they going to... Are they going to go, or are they going to bring out Butker? Ooh. Kelsey got hit on that one. By accident, though. Well, they're going to bring the field goal unit out here, so this should be an easy 3 for them, you would think. Butker's kicking from 19 yards. No problems. So the Chiefs will take it, and they will get the ball to start the second half. So a chance to double up for them. But Josh Allen probably not going to do anything in the next 3 seconds here. So I'm going to assume that we're going to be heading off to the halftime here. Maybe. If they are, stay tuned for the halftime report coming up next. But if a big play happens, I'll see you in a little bit. And they are indeed going to go to the half in Buffalo. We got a good one brewing up here for Mahomes versus Allen, number 10. 21-13, Buffalo with the lead, but Kansas City gets the field goal and a chance to double up when we get back to the second half here. But before we do any of that, welcome to the Reviewing Network Live Sunday Night NFL Rewatch Halftime Report. Halfway through the day here, it's around 6 o'clock by the time we're getting this up and recorded on a pretty eventful day in the NFL. Week 9 already has some big stories coming off to start the day off here. So let's go ahead and begin our look through the NFL for this early part of the day. And we'll get to the late games in just a little bit here. But earlier today, we had probably the most surprising win of the day so far, and that is the Carolina Panthers going into Green Bay to beat the Packers. The Packers are now 5-2-1, and the Panthers are 5-4 on a very sloppy day for both teams. But the Panthers persevere. Ryan Fitzgerald kicks the game-winning field goal in the final seconds. 16-13. Jordan Love, 26 of 37 for 273 yards. 1 interception for him. Rico Dowdle had himself another big day for the Carolina Panthers. 25 carries, 130 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And Romeo Doubs, 7 receptions, 91 yards on the day. But it's the Panthers that come out on top. And the Panthers, once again, shocking a lot of people, proving everybody wrong. That, hey, these guys actually might be worth something when it's all said and done. Same thing can't be said, however, for the New York Giants, who suffered another bad loss today to the San Francisco 49ers, 34-24. 49ers move up to 6-3. Giants drop to 2-7. Mac Jones, 19 of 24 for 235 yards and 2 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey, 28 carries, 106 yards, and 1 touchdown on the rushing side of the ball, but he did have a receiving touchdown, 5 receptions, 67 yards. Big day for McCaffrey overall. 49ers win this one, but hey, the good news for the Giants is that nobody seriously got injured with the season ender, so that's something. How about the Steelers, man? They had a tall task going up against the hottest team in football in the Indianapolis Colts, and they pulled it off. It got a little scary towards the end, I'm not gonna lie. It was one where I was going like, what are you guys doing? But nevertheless, the Colts lose their second game of the season. The Steelers get a big, much-needed win to keep the distance between everybody else in the AFC North to win it 27-20. The defense overall was the difference maker. I mean, the last couple of weeks they have had a lot of controversy about them overall, not delivering when they should. But they got to Daniel Jones a lot today. 3 interceptions from him, some critical fumbles. Daniel Jones' final tally was 31 of 50 for 342 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Aaron Rodgers had a decent day too, 25 of 35, 203 yards plus 1 touchdown. And in terms of the touchdowns by the Steelers, we had a touchdown for Pat Freiermuth that was caught by Rodgers, and then Jaylen Warren had his first 2-touchdown day overall. Even though he had 31 yards in terms of rushing, he was still the highest rusher on the field. But hey, Steelers will take it 27-20. They take on the Chargers next Sunday night, which we'll have you here on the Reviewing Network Live Sunday Night NFL Rewatch, and looking forward to that one, especially after the last primetime game these guys were in. We'll get to the Chargers in just a second here. Actually, let's go to them. The Chargers had a good game overall against the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee was game today, but sadly, it wasn't enough to carry the load here. And even though the Chargers lost Joe Alt for this game, they still managed to find a way to win it. 27-20, the final score. Chargers moved to 6-3. Titans moved to 1-8. Justin Herbert's numbers for the day: 19 of 29, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns. Justin Herbert also had the rushing totals: 9 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown. Oronde Gadsden's becoming a big weapon for Justin Herbert. 5 receptions, 68 yards. The rookie from Miami. In the rematch of Super Bowl 51, it was New England that once again got the best of the Atlanta Falcons. Although the Falcons did make it close, but critical mistakes in the fourth quarter were the difference makers as the Patriots continue their win streak. They are now 7-2 on the season, winning 24-23 over the Falcons, who are now 3-5. Drake May with 19 of 29, 259 yards, 2 touchdowns. Travion Henderson with 14 carries, 55 yards. Drake London with a banner day, 9 receptions, 118 yards, 3 touchdowns, including some really impressive catches too. But in the end, it didn't matter for the Falcons, so they lose another one. The Broncos and the Texans, this was another sloppy game overall, and doesn't help the fact that C.J. Stroud went out early in this game with a concussion. Did not return for this game, so it was Davis Mills for the most part. And the Texans and Broncos kept it close all the way through. It was, eventually all the way came down to a field goal by Will Lutz that was the difference maker to win it 18-15 Broncos are 7-2. Texans are 3-5. Bo Nix 18-37 for 173 yards and 2 touchdowns. J.K. Dobbins 15 carries, 61 yards for the Broncos. Dalton Schultz with 6 receptions, 77 yards for the Texans. In the battle between two NFC North powerhouses, the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions, it was the Vikings that got the upper hand of the Lions in this one. J.J. McCarthy returning to the field with 2 touchdown throws of his own, and it was definitely a much different team with him under center. Vikings won at 27-24 despite a noble comeback effort by the Lions. It just wasn't enough in the end. Vikings moved to 4-4. The Lions are 5-3. Jared Goff's numbers for the day: 25-37, 284 yards, 2 touchdowns. Aaron Jones, 9 carries, 78 yards. Sam Laporta, 6 receptions, 97 yards, 1 touchdown. The biggest surprise score of the day was the game against the Bears and the Bengals. I mean, this was all across the board on both sides of the field. Joe Flacco had a big day, 31-47 for 470 yards and 4 touchdowns. Kyle Monangai for the Chicago Bears came up big with DeAndre Swift out for this game. 26 carries, 176 yards. T. Higgins, 7 receptions, 121 yards, 2 touchdowns. But in the end, the Chicago Bears pull out a crazy win where Caleb Williams threw a 58-yard bomb to Colston Loveland in the final seconds to give the Bears the 47-42 win. Bears are 5-3. Bengals are 3-6. Now, in terms of the games that are going on right now, I will tell you that the Rams have a 20-10 lead, and it's about 9:51 to go in the third as of the time of recording this. So it is now 20-10 right now. Matthew Stafford with already 3 touchdowns on the day for the Rams. 20-26 for 227 yards, 12 carries, 51 yards for Kyle Williams. Puka Nacua, 6 receptions, 87 yards, 1 touchdown. And it's 4th and goal at Jacksonville's 6, as the score tied 6-6. Jacksonville, their biggest play of the day, Cam Little, and they're showing third and goal. They're showing 3rd and goal on the TV here, but Cam Little with an NFL record 68-yard field goal attempt at the end of the half to make it a 6-3 Raiders lead at that point. But now it's tied 6-6 with 6:35 to go. 4th and goal from the Jacksonville 6. Geno Smith 12 of 16 to 25, 137 yards, 1 touchdown. Ashton Genty with 11 carries, 44 yards. Brock Bowers, 5 receptions, 55 yards, and his first touchdown of the season, which is hard to believe. And it looks like right now they're going to kick a field goal with 6:29 to go here. 24-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So the Raiders take the lead briefly at 9-6. We still got a little bit of time before we get back out to Buffalo. Let's go ahead and take a look at the box office. We'll do that. We'll take a look at that after this. And we have a look at the weekend box office overall, and it's a cluttered mess. I mean, my God, this thing has been all over the place. Certain movies were up at one point during the weekend, but then again, it's Halloween weekend, and there's no big new releases out there. The biggest new release that came out this week was actually our number 5 film, and that's the wide release of Emma Stone's Begonia from director Chloe Zhao of Nomadland and Eternals fame. $4.8 million this weekend, bringing its 2-week total to $5.8 million, opening wide this weekend. Potentially another Oscar contender for Emma Stone, so we'll see how that turns out for her. K-Pop Demon Hunters is back in the top 5 this weekend. It came out again this weekend for Halloween, and decent numbers overall. $5.3 million. If you caught the other weekend where it was the number 1 film in August, $19.1 million. You add that, $24.3 million total for K-Pop Demon Hunters thus far. So it's been an impressive weekend overall. It's been an impressive run for K-Pop Demon Hunters, a film that Sony could have easily released in theaters themselves and could have gotten much more than that, but Netflix is reaping the benefits, and so they'll take it. But moving on to number 3, number 1 from last week, Chainsaw Man the movie Res Arc dropped 67% from last week, $6 million, bringing its 2-week total to $30.8 million. If you count the worldwide numbers, it's already over $139 million worldwide on that one. Black Phone 2, the number 2 movie, which I thought I saw was going to be number 1, but number 1 movie says otherwise. $8 million this weekend, dropping only 38% from last weekend. Total $61.4 million domestically. Crossed the $100 million mark this weekend. Where does it stand in terms of the performance of this movie from the first movie? Let me just double check here just to see. It'd be July 8th, right? I was right. July 8th would have been the Black Phone's third weekend at that point. Down a little bit from the third weekend of this movie. $62.4 million after 3 weeks for the original Black Phone, and now this one $61.4 $4.4 million. So about $1 million off on that one. And so now we reach the number one movie this week, and that is Regretting You, which brought in $8.1 million, $27.5 million after 2 weeks, bringing its 2-week total now to $27.5 million, worldwide $50.8 million. Yeah, $50.8 million worldwide after 2 weeks. Not really much of a big deal, but then again, it's been kind of a slow weekend, and everyone's just waiting for the holiday movies to start coming out, which we will see that starting next week with Predator Badlands. And of course, I'll be looking forward to checking that one out in general. In terms of some other new releases that came out this week, Back to the Future just missed the top 5 this week at $4.7 million, which is not bad considering that didn't get a big marketing push. But, you know, Jaws had $8 million when that came out in August. So, I mean, I'm sure Universal's fine with more money for Back to the Future at this point. Stitch Head, an animated movie from Briarcliff, brought in $2.4 million. Nothing too spectacular on that one. But other than that, though, it was a rough weekend for new releases this week. But everyone's just waiting for next week to see how Predator Badlands is going to do, which should do very well overall. But we will see next week. But there you go. That's the Reviewing Network Live Sunday Night NFL Rewatch Halftime Report. We'll get you back to the second half of action between the Chiefs and Bills, and we'll see. You'll probably see that in the next video here because this is probably going to be a 2-part video. I can just already tell it will be. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens in the second half, and we'll be back with more right after this.